Look alive, ladies and gentlemen, sports fans around the world. It is episode 87. We are the Millie Goats. It is December 13th, less than 2 weeks from Christmas. Happy National Day of the Horse. You know what that means?
Do I? Or do I not?
I mean, I guess it's open for interpretation.
Day of the
Shout
horse.
out Michael Gallup. Right?
Yeah. Runs like a horse.
Trojan horses.
Yeah.
National Day of the Horse, but we missed it by one day, man.
What's that?
Yesterday was National Ding-a-ling Day.
But could that be related to Day of the Horse?
I mean, I saw a video.
Can you throw it over your shoulder?
Like a continental soldier. Wait, is that our song?
No, that can't be true because, of the color of those guys.
Wait, is that our song?
What song? No.
Isn't that our ice cream truck song?
It might be a version of it, but that's not.
Okay. All right. Right now it's me and J-Vi, Butch P, and Tex are on their way.
I just got back. Just got in.
I know you did. You just flew in. You must be exhausted.
Yeah.
Question.
Answer.
Spilled stuff all over myself. Raise your hand on this show, or if you're watching, if your team is in the playoffs. Anybody else? Anybody clinch a playoff berth?
Technically, yes, we are in the playoffs. We've been in the playoffs for like 2 weeks.
You're not even. Are you in the?
We're in playoff mode.
In the hunt.
Yeah, we're in the hunt.
Playoff mode is not clinching playoffs.
Well, you didn't say clinch. You said in the playoffs. Technically, we're in the playoffs.
Yeah, I said, did your team raise your hand if they clinched a playoff berth? We're gonna have to check the tape right out of the gate.
You said raise your hand if your team's in the playoffs.
I said clinch the playoff berth right after that.
Check the tape. Rewind it. Well, shall we start over?
Somebody check the tape. Yeah. All right. In the broadcast, we'll redo it so we can check the tape. Somebody watching or listening, rewind it and fact check us. Which I'm throwing the challenge flag on him. I'm throwing the challenge flag on J-Vi to see if I said clinch the playoff berth. He seems to think no.
You said in the playoffs.
Whenever I said clinch, I said right after that I said clinch a playoff.
Well, now you're changing it. You're saying right after that. You originally said in the playoffs. So now you're changing your argument. What are you, Stephen A? What are you, Nick Wright? Skip Bayless over here?
Stink. This particular junction in time. Hey, there he is. Heavy Steps. The banana dude. Heavy Steps is a good story. Right out of the gate, going to the comments. Heavy Steps is an awesome. Oh no.
In the playoffs.
Oh no. I don't believe that for a second. Somebody else check the tape. BMO chiming in.
Thank you, BMO.
I don't believe it. I do not believe it. No. Nope. I'm going to have to check it myself. I'm throwing a challenge flag. I'm out of challenges 2 minutes into the show. Comments are going wild right. What is going on right now?
Patriot Sports Radio. Thank you. I got voted best looking in 8th grade. Some people say I peaked. I say I've plateaued since. Haven't gotten worse looking. So you're right.
He's the Joe Flacco. I had to get that out.
All right, we're off the rails already. 5 minutes in.
Off the rails. Okay, the heavy steps story. Heavy step story. We were on the show, Super Football Podcast, and he was in a slump. And I don't even know how bananas came up. Something. something had to do with bananas. So I said, what you need to do, and we all congregated, is start eating. No, he said he never had a banana ever in his life. And he was in a slump. And I told him the story of how you got out of your slump. You got to do something you've never done.
Yeah, banana hammock.
And so I said, you got to start banana hammock.
Horse day.
Ding-a-ling day was yesterday. I said, oh, Key and Peele. I said, you have to do something you've never done. You need to start eating bananas right now, every day, to bust out of your slump. And lo and behold, wouldn't you know, a couple hours later, he sends a tweet that has bananas on it and said, your boy is back. Looks like it's bananas for dinner.
Nice.
So now we got the bananas going.
Nice.
So,
Love
okay.
That.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. He's the guy. We rode together on the bus.
Plead the fifth.
How long was it? 6 hours to Statesboro?
It was 6 hours, yeah, at least. Well, it's a 6-hour drive. But yeah, we made stops, so it was probably all in all 7 or 8 hours.
Yes. And needless to say, third bus had a lot of space, but we always sat together. So heavy steps with the bananas. Let's go. Okay. Where were we? It's Revenge Week. I mean, what a list you compiled about Revenge Week. I mean, beautiful week of football. We got the junior college national title going on right now, FCS semifinals, D2 and 3 national championships, Thursday football, Saturday 3-game slate, Sunday slate, and revenge.
Revenge Week.
Are we going to get to that later? Because you sent a whole list. Or you want to do it now?
It's up to you.
It's up to you. You're a revenge guy. You're a revenge guy.
We can get to it later.
Okay.
When we get to football. Let's do all the non-football stuff first.
Yes, we got Monday Night Football review here in just a second. But first, Hall of Fame bets. Promo code MillyGoats. Go look at the Hall of Fame bets. They are throwing out ridiculously crazy 9 and 10 leg parlays with good research and 100% hit rates that they've done in the past or that they would have hit in the past. So go check out Hall of Fame bets, promo code MillyGoats. You get 50% off. You got all kinds of filters on there. You could filter anything. I mean, it's basically Brita for your water. You just, boom, put all the facts in the top of your Hall of Fame bets Brita, and then it filters out right into there. So, promo code MillyGoats. Yes. We got a lot of football questions here. We got to get to football stuff. Another question I had, though, the dip question. If the sausage dip loses for the Bills this weekend and the Cowboys win, do I have to keep making it for the Cowboys?
I mean, that's up to them. Right now, your team Bills.
Mm-hmm. I have to be.
Yeah, you started it with a Bills win.
I got to send out a tweet of when I make the sausage dip and tag the Bills, I think.
Picture. Maybe you should release like a step each week too. So like, we haven't gotten the full recipe.
Yeah.
And if we make it to the Super Bowl, then the full recipe is available.
You know what we do? Like the people who do the hockey players do the Stanley Cup, where they put the pieces of the Stanley Cup. I'll just get a picture that's a crock pot, and I'll put each ingredient in the bowl picture.
Love it.
Okay. All right. There we go. That's all we got to do. Again, raise your hand if your team is clinched. We cleared that up. The Niners have clinched, so the only team in the playoffs.
Raise your hand if your team's already in the playoffs. Playing in the playoffs.
Oh, my gosh. All right, National Horse Day. Fun football podcast. Dude, how'd the stream go, my friend? You probably crushed it. Those guys are awesome. Go check them out. Fun football podcast. National Day of the Horse. The domesticated horse we know today, also known as Equus cabilis, was introduced into North America by Spanish explorers. Butch P. There you go. Escaped horses eventually spread across the American Great Plains. Most horses have 205 bones in their body, including 54 bones in their spinal column. Compare that to the 206 bones in the human body and the 33 bones that we are born with in our spinal column, except for Davis Mills and his neck. Because I'm pretty sure Davis Mills has 54 bones like a horse.
He's a draft.
Next man up. The earliest recorded member of the horse family is named Eohippus. The small ungulate lived 55 million years ago and stood only 10 to 17 inches tall. Can you believe that? Mini horse, dude. Shout out Robin Big.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Big. A super mini horse. Man, who could ride those things? That would have been funny to see that. How did they get so big where you could ride them?
10 inches. Horse
10
day.
inches. The horse is not related to the hippopotamus, but it is related to the zebra. Oh, referee. Whoops. Whoops. Dang it. Now this is National Day of the Referee. Okay. Yes. All right, we got the water cooler debate segment coming up, but we got Monday Night Football review, football DFS, Express Hype Train, Thursday, Sunday, Campus 4. We got college football, a little bit to talk about. We got How Dare Yous, other relevant sports news, Inter Squad, Dad Kings, Jamboree results, tightening up at the top, Butch P, and stop, dude. I have had enough of Barstool Sports, NFL memes. These jabronis literally are taking, and we're calling them on it now. Calling them on it. We're not going to stand idly by, right? And let these dudes say, hey, the end of the Chiefs game was a dodgeball thing, and they get all the credit for the tweet when we said that like 2 days ago. So we see you watching NFL memes. Come on the show.
Over the line.
All right, unblock us, Reddit College Football on Twitter, you cowards. I'm pretty sure Kirk Herbstreit is going to be close to blocking us as well. I've been all over his comments. Okay. Water cooler debate segment. Do we have our theme music?
Of course we do.
You serious?
Oh my God, you're an idiot. Are you kidding me?
Water cooler debate segment. We pick a question, usually holiday or seasonally themed or football season themed, and we come up with that question. We put it on Twitter at MillyGoats. People vote on it. We declare a winner, and then we hang banners like you see beside me. I got to update mine. J-Vi used to do Post-its.
I keep changing rooms.
You need one of those things that like follows you around.
I need a whiteboard. I have to bring the whiteboard off the fridge.
You need Bear. You need what Bear had, that little easel. That's what you need.
I do have an easel down here. My daughter's easel. She draws on.
That's what you should do then. You could do the Woody. What is it? Woody Page.
Yes.
Heavy steps chiming in. If I got on a mini horse, I'd break every leg when I sat on it. I think all of us would. All right, Butch P. Before we get into this, how you doing, dude? What's B.O.B. mean?
It's Bob.
Oh, I remember Bob. Shout out my sister. Happy birthday to my sister.
Hey, happy birthday.
Exactly.
Your sister.
Happy birthday.
That was good, Butch.
What role does she play in the family business?
I don't know. Right now, she's about to have she is with child. So.
Oh, congrats!
Yeah. Thanks. I'm going to be an uncle again for the 11th time.
And 10 of those are
the 9th time. My kids don't count.
Yeah, uncle to your kids. Wait a second.
Wait a second.
Wait a minute. National Horse Day.
Yeah, right on time.
Oh my goodness. Butch, you just had a happy birthday to Butch. Wait, hey, December's a big week for the boys.
Yeah. Oh,
a big month. I'm sorry. Butch B-Day, J-Vi's B-Day.
Dylon's B-Day.
Dylon's.
Edge's B-Day.
Yep. Edge. Coward, come on the show. He won't because Clemson's irrelevant, so now he has nothing to yell about.
Yeah, right, dude. Clemson's a soccer school.
Apparently.
They just won a national championship. 2 out of the last 3 years. Clemson's won the national soccer. Football championship.
Soccer
school.
Soccer school. Hey, might as well be. Okay. It's back again, fellas, for the water cooler debate segment, the dad joke. Horse theme. Okay, here we go. Do you know why they call a mule a jackass?
Because it's an ass in us.
It's got a badonkey donk.
Oh no.
Oh, that was a three horse joke in one.
Dang.
You're welcome.
Dude,
My son didn't have one. I forgot to ask him. Dang it.
I don't even know what the name for a male donkey is. Equus asinus.
Is that Spanish?
Like you were saying earlier.
Oh my gosh.
I looked it up, so I was like, I'm gonna try to guess this one. This dad joke.
he's no. Sounds like a chiropractor.
But hey, did you know it has to be a male donkey and a female horse to be a mule? Otherwise, the other
be a
way
female
around
horse?
is called it'll be called a hiney. if it's a female donkey with a male horse, it's called a hiney. Hinny.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. I looked it up.
Oh,
I mean, the
my
internet's got to be right?
Wow. Wow.
I'm at a loss for words.
I didn't know that. Why does everything have to do with hind quarters for horses and mules? I don't know. Okay. I'm going to get back on track. That's a good stat. There's always some random animal stat in this show. Like last week, it was polar bears actively hunting. The only animal that actively hunts humans or something, the text said. Who knows? Okay. From episode 85, last week, we had the Christmas. What is the GOAT Christmas outlet store? And I just want to say that I absolutely ran the score up on all three of you jabronis. With a score of 69%,
Nice.
Toys R Us was the winner, and it wasn't even close. Then GameStop, then the Tanger outlets, and then Sports Authority.
Dude,
man, our listeners don't have a sense of humor.
You put mine out of business.
First off,
we mentioned Sports Authority.
Butch didn't even say it.
Yeah.
No, and you know how I know that Butch didn't say it? Because if you listen back to that episode, AK says Sports Authority, and then we all start naming other stores, and he just says Best Buy out of the blue, which was not a sports department.
What did you say, Dick's?
Yeah, you asked, and I said, because you're like, which one? I said, Dick's. Then we went on another tangent.
He originally just said sporting goods store.
Yeah, sporting goods stores. Because you knew you were going to get owned. Toys R Us was in a running, and then so you just decided to choose the only one that went out of business.
There's still a few. We got one near us.
Dude, and in the comments we got somebody said Kmart. I think Heavy Step said KB's Toys. If you remember KB's Toys.
I do.
The Fun Football Podcast chimed in. They said GameStop was a tough one. That was a tough one not to pick. So it got the people going. So let's try to do it again. We also had some other polls that I put out. I'm doing polls all the time. I put out the one that said, which team is more broken right now, the Eagles or the Jaguars?
Jaguars.
And everybody absolutely fact-checked me in about 3 seconds. I had about 6 people in the comments saying, where are the Steelers?
That wasn't the question.
I was like, that's a good point, but still not the question. But yes, they are broken.
This wasn't right in your answer.
I mean, I'm telling you, like, as soon it was like, brr, 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 where are the Steelers? Oh, yep, all right, but still vote for one of these. But the Eagles, a lot of votes on that one, and we finally found the one thing that can defeat Taylor Swift. It's DeVito's, Tommy DeVito's, Tommy Cutlets. I said, which would you rather see a cut of more of from an NFL game? A cut to Taylor Swift or a cut to Tommy DeVito's family? And DeVito's family won in a landslide, 71% of the votes. So Taylor Swift has met her match.
Hey, I wrote about this for the quick thoughts from the game, but I'll go ahead and get to it. I think every team's third string quarterback should be a person that fits that community. So like DeVito, he's a New York, New Jersey guy. Like his family is that type of person. So like each area should have a person like that as their third that you can all rally behind in case your guys get hurt. And then it's like everybody's all in on that guy because he's a hometown guy.
Dude, that is such a good idea. Like you just have tryouts. Everybody could have like Vince Papale.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, Rudy. Like every great story. They need a Hard Knocks on the DeVitos. I need that immediately. I mean, like the
and
whole
then his agent.
Oh my god!
At the game.
Out there looking like he's from the Pink Panther or something.
Dude, that was great.
Phenomenal. It was. And did you see his dad's tailgate?
Yes.
They
competed with ours in Buffalo, but shout out BMO.
They tried, dude, but oh my gosh. Oh, BMO. He's putting on his Steelers hat. He's got one of those new NFL hats that has all the squares, but it just has different teams instead of the NFL logo. BMO, known multi-jersey guy.
He's our Drake.
Oh, no. Patriot Sports Radio. What about 12 in New York? He's coming back, the savior. Look, McCarthy's doing really well without Aaron Rodgers. And Zach Wilson appears to be doing really well right now, ever since they said they were going to trade him. So he appears not to be afraid of
just wait
Aaron
a
Rodgers.
second. Pump the brakes. Give him another game or two, and then Zach Wilson.
You know why he did well? Do you know why he played well? Because Robert Saleh knows DeMeco Ryans, and he probably coached against the 49ers. I can't remember what he was, quarterback's coach or something, who is now the offensive coordinator of the Texans. So Saleh knew the Jets' offensive and defensive schemes. So that might be a little inflated, if you will.
Yeah, but the confidence is riding high.
Hey,
and they know Miami, divisional game.
Wasn't it DeVito and Zach Wilson were players of the week?
Yeah.
From the NFC and AFC?
Yeah.
Wow. MetLife,
Really?
dude. Yeah.
Hmm.
You had to give it to DeVito. Okay. All right. Let's get into this week's. Do we need to throw up the thing? Do we need to pull up I'll probably get booted if I do that. Maybe we'll save it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But this week's question. What is the GOAT Christmas stocking stuffer? And Butch P, you finished last, so you have the honors if you want them.
All right. So
Or you can trade.
having the honors and knowing what is going to happen if I say my stocking stuffer, I'm going to just go ahead and defer to AK and allow you to have two choices.
Allow me to okay. You're trading your first round, your 2023 first round pick to me for a later 2024 first round pick. Got it.
It's basically like I'm moving all my draft picks like the Panthers did to the Bears to you. Just so you can build your team, man.
Thanks, man. Okay.
Speaking of Panthers, you guys got to remind me to say something about the Panthers. I wrote it down, but I'm going to save it.
Okay. So the GOAT stocking stuffer. Am I going to go first or are you going first? Doesn't matter.
Well, If he's
Dude,
not going to go first, I get to go first.
Okay, you go first.
All right. So I think the go-to goat stocking stuffer that everybody gets, and they kind of hate it, but they actually really appreciate it. Toothpaste.
Good point. Very good. The stocking stuffer is underrated to be used for very neat, like necessities.
I mean, I
Things
was
like
planning
that.
on getting my wife
Yeah.
some and stuffing it in hers, but I
What?
looked in our bathroom and we have like 5 things of toothpaste already. So I don't. If I get soap, is that like a bad look or?
I'm gonna go. All right. So is this like now our age
Give it
group
to her.
now? What we're getting,
It's your
or
choice.
like all
It's your
time?
dude. Whatever. It's hey man, you do
Okay.
you.
Because like way back in the day, like I would get a CD or a game in my stocking, and I was like, "That's baller." That was
It's a good one.
baller. But
A
today's
CD.
time, I'll take a pack of razors.
We can tell.
Which one? Which one are you going to submit? So I don't get. We got people listening here.
Well,
that
I
will call
mean,
me.
you know, you take your pick.
Oh,
Okay,
now.
what did you- Okay. A CD that doubles as a razor. Got it.
Yes. A razor CD.
Okay.
A razor
No,
phone.
Yeah.
No. The goat stocking stuffer is clearly the candy cane that is filled with candy. Reese's Pieces, preferably. That's the best one. You just pop that bad boy open while you're opening some presents. Boom. That's it. Got it. Done.
Are you
See,
a
I always
stocking
had a- I
first or a stocking second?
It depends on if that candy cane's in there. Now Twizzlers too.
You don't know because you didn't open your stocking.
If I see it, it's dangling out the top. You can always see it. You know it's in there. I'm trying to think of what else we got. The Twizzlers were always a good one. Swedish Fish are always good. Gum is a good one.
Twizzlers are butt water. Those things are terrible.
No, dude.
No.
Twizzlers are phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Sour
tell you-
Patch Kids.
Let me tell you guys this. So every year we went to my grandma's house, and there were 6 grandchildren originally. So, once we all kind of got in high school, she started putting a little tiny stocking in our stocking.
Nice.
And inside that tiny stocking was like $25, $30, something.
Ooh.
So
Yes,
that has
probably.
happened now, let me tell you, for the last 15 years, 20 years. And, we all are married now, so our spouses have stockings. Inside theirs is a little stocking, same amount of money. So we go this year. Now, we all have kids now. There's probably, I don't know, 10, 12 kids. So great grandkids. We didn't even have stockings this year. It caught us all by surprise. They just had the stockings for the great grandkids.
Oh no.
So no stockings, no money. We were all looking at each other. Now this makes us sound bougie and spoiled rotten, but we were like, where's our baby stocking? Where's our baby stocking? It was a bad day. It was a bad day, sad day, bad day.
Did you go take it from your daughter and say you give it?
Well, no, there was nothing. Like they don't give the great grandkids that money because they're not old enough.
Oh, saboteurs.
Yeah, either that or God rest her soul. My grandma's just lived long enough that we sucked her dry.
Hey man, I'll tell you what. When I get to that,
Dude.
I get to that point, I'm gonna be doling it out. If you're watching on Rumble or YouTube or Twitter or wherever, or listening on the podcast, pause it if you want, if you're listening on the podcast, and then discuss with your person in your car, whoever that is, which the best stocking stuffer is. And if you're listening, put up your best stocking stuffer, the GOAT. Maybe we'll do a secondary list in the Twitter page. Okay. Any other stocking stuffers? Gift cards were always nice, even though you can't have anything like that anymore because people just scam you. So So it's, but anyways, any other ones that you can remember?
I think that's it.
All right. I guess let's we got our theme music ready. Let's get into the football segment.
Let's do it. Football, you're so cool.
And on our show, you're gonna rule. Football, we love you. Wow. That's an original right there.
I accidentally busted that song out, just walking in my house the other day. I don't know why, I was just random. And my daughter still asks me, "Why'd you change the words?" She doesn't get it.
Same thing. He starts yelling at me. He goes, "Would you stop singing it that way?" And then, of course, I sing it over and over and over again. We love you. So now, for the rest of his life, that's what we'll dance to at his wedding. Father-son dance. Oh, okay. All right. So we had Monday Night Football, but before we get into that, I want to high five everybody. NFL fans wise, because NFL fans are the best. And I say this because of what happened to the Chiefs, right? Everybody's mad. First of all, you get the meme of Kadarius. Would I sound like Tommy DeVito? Kadoni. You get the memes of Kadarius Toney moved like 15 yards down the field, which is hilarious. But you also get NFL fans that literally will spend hours upon hours researching every single offsides that has never been called on offense, and then trying to, actually every single account that's main stream media on Twitter. Well, actually, here's this offsides, and then you get this stream of offsides photos that were never called. And I just want to tip my cap
Thread.
to NFL fans. Yeah, a thread. There you go. I just want to tip my cap to NFL as fans for that. Because they're never gonna let you live that down. And that's what makes football awesome. Okay. Monday Night Football. Miami loses to Tennessee 27-28. New York Giants beat the Green Bay Packers 24-22, which ultimately clinched a Niners playoff spot. Boom. Niners in the offs. Let's go. First game, Miami and Tennessee, over-under was 46. That did hit at 55, and Miami did not cover the spread of 13. Will Levis decided our guy, J-Vi, did call that. We have to credit him. So go off, King. Take a victory of that.
I said big-time players show up in big-time games. And really, I came to that choice because I had done zero research, and I just was looking. I was like, I just got to play somebody random here. So I picked him because I kind of figured Tennessee would be down. They'd have to be throwing it around. But Peyton mentioned this on his broadcast, because I watched the Eli Peyton broadcast just because it was kind of like a red zone feel, and I didn't have to flip back and forth between the games. Will Levis looked like he did about 50 dips before he walked out on the field. Has he always been that yoked?
I think so.
He wasn't like that at Kentucky.
Maybe did he go keto?
I worked some of those games when he was at Kentucky. He did not. He was not like that.
Huh. Well, I mean, Brady Quinn got big mad whenever somebody said, "Hey, is he the most jacked quarterback in the league?" And Brady Quinn went in the threads and went, "Well, actually, people, into the grave." So I don't know who's the most ripped quarterback of all time.
I don't know. Who'd Brady Quinn say?
It's not Ben Roethlisberger. Brady Quinn said himself. Brady Quinn was shredded now.
Oh! You're saying of all time. I'm thinking of like right now in the league.
Oh, Dak's pretty ripped. Josh Allen's not.
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dak's pretty ripped.
Josh Allen is not.
Jalen Hurts. Hurts.
Probably.
He's up there. Who else? Not Kenny Pickett. Desmond Ridder looks like he's in good shape.
Bryce Young looks pretty good.
Oh, Anthony Richardson's probably built like a tank.
Yeah.
Matt Stafford, no.
No.
He's made of he's made
Gino.
of like Peeps bones.
All right, let's talk about the game.
Sorry. Okay. Tyreek Hill gets hurt, and that screwed up everything. Actually, if you play DraftKings, it was actually if you faded Tyreek, that was a really smart move because what was the percentage of Tyreek ownership, Butch?
94.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Was that the 2-game slate?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I played him.
Let that be a lesson, folks. Gee, I mean, I did too, but I made a lot of lineups.
Points. I know he typically gets 30, but it wasn't like
Yeah.
he 0. He didn't put up a 0. But
I don't know how he came back.
The Dolphins, probably adrenaline or a cortisone shot or something. The Dolphins are bad though when you take Tyreek out.
That's crazy.
Hurt,
right?
or you take him out coverage wise. They're bad. Tua doesn't know what to do.
They can't run the ball. How could they not run the ball? In Tennessee's secondary is terrible.
Yeah,
They've been getting torched. Are you ready to push the fraud button?
But their rush
we've been
defense is
pushing that all year.
really good at Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee can stop the run.
Yeah,
but
y'all should have seen. Y'all should have seen how mad Peyton got when the Dolphins got that pick 6.
Right at the goal line.
He pulled a Patrick Mahomes. He's like, that play should not count. That play should not count because that guy got blocked so bad that he was in the passing lane to the running back. Like he was like, that guy was blocked 4 yards down the field and he just happened to be in the lane of where the ball was being thrown. He was so mad.
Oh my goodness.
He's like, he did not deserve that. They should not count that. I was like, okay, Patrick Mahomes.
The NFL officiating, the defensive line play in the NFL is terrible. A game shouldn't come down to that. Tennessee did make history. They were the first team in, I guess, 7 or 8 years to come back from 14 down with less than 3 minutes to go. The teams before that were like 0-756 or something. It was ridiculous. So, I don't know. So, and did you see the referee would look like a paraphernalia pin that he picked up off the ground?
Did not.
There's a video out there if you pick up ref or look up a ref and wheat pin. So
stay off the read.
Speaking of stay off the read, the Packers lose to Tommy DeVito, Tommy Cutlets and his family and his agent in MetLife. And I'm pretty sure the Giants somehow are still alive. So like J-Vi said, every team should. Dude, I don't know. Who knows anymore? There's 7 slots. But yeah, we already talked about all the DeVito stuff. But those were 2 fun games. They were supposed to be terrible, and that is another reason why you should let them play the games on the field. I hope the College Football Playoff Committee was watching those games.
I'm so mad because I went to sleep at halftime, and like I saw a clip, and it was like. The Dolphins Titans game was 13-13 with 12 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. So the Dolphins then went up 14, and the Titans then came back all within 12 minutes of gameplay.
Way to go, dude. You slept on them.
I did. That was my sleep on them game of the week.
Jaden Reed's good, dude. DraftKings wise, he's good. I think we have the winning lineup.
The Packers are going to be good. They got a young quarterback and 4 young receivers.
Yep.
And a young tight end.
So that game, I want to shout out General Mills because I was firing off all kinds of marketing tweets for Tommy DeVito. I said, hey, General Mills on Twitter. I said, at General Mills, we need a cereal immediately called DeVito's. And General Mills responded. They said, we really appreciate that you love our cereal. We will pass this along to our marketing team. And I said, okay, we want to be on the meeting. Give us a call. Come on the show, General Mills.
Send us the Zoom link.
Oh, my gosh. We could look, General Mills, if you're watching, goat meal. Right there.
There you go.
So
come on.
The royalty right there.
I'm just saying, DeVito's. Do it now. You got to strike while it's hot before this thing goes south.
We'll get you our Venmo that Tex was supposed to set up 3 months ago.
Shout out Hall of Fame bets. They were. We love you guys. Okay, the winning lineup here. Darius Slayton sucks, by the way, because he cost me big time. Levis, Henry, Saquon, Hopkins. So you got 3 Titans there. Jaden Reed, Waddle, Kraft, Raheem Mostert, and the Tits D. That tallied 168.98, and I was 12 points off of that. I love these 2 or 3 game slates, dude. Like this is, I cannot wait for Saturday.
How much was what was the total?
That was 168.98. Do you have a bigger one?
No, that's I was double checking on that.
Okay.
And you were 12 off?
I was 12 off. I was up there, dude. I was dangerously close to winning that thing. I'm trying to look up what I had as my top lineup. Yeah, I was 13 off. Sorry. I had Levis, Mostert, Achane, Hopkins, Waddle, Wicks, and he got hurt. And then I had a Chig, Saquon, and then the Giants D. So I was close, dude. You got to get weird on those things.
Hey, well, I wish I'd have played Mostert over Octane, and I'd have been right there with you. But I was 22 off. But I played Octane over Mostert. But had Levis, Barkley, Spears.
Yes, Tajay Spears.
Yeah, played him. Hopkins, but Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
But, I mean, hand over fist, that's not a wrong play, you know.
Yeah, I mean.
The one time Tyreek has to sit out because he's owned by 90% of people. You know.
I mean, that's what happened.
But anyway,
if you had lineups without Tyreek, you had massive leverage. Massive. So.
Yeah, that killed a lot of people, obviously.
God, dude, I love those slates. I can't wait to talk about the one here in a minute. Okay. That's Monday night. Congrats to those teams and Tommy DeVito's agent and family for becoming viral sensations. Big click energy. Here we go. We got 3 topics. Java, I think you wrote this first one.
Yeah, the Florida State Athletic, or not the AD, the Florida State Attorney General is launching an investigation into the College Football Selection Committee. What's so funny?
I changed it from Florida AG to FSU AD.
You're not going to read what's on the screen. I thought I put it right. Like, damn, it's been a long day.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, that's a big deal because they're going to be looking into like collusion and such with the SEC and all that stuff. So Kirk Herbstreit is still battling. He's still going to war with people about that stuff. Oh, he's been sucked in completely to it. It's so funny. I hope Florida. I hope they win. I hope Florida State wins that case. That would be, and it'll do nothing. It literally will do nothing.
He's not the only one getting sucked in, is he, J-Vi?
I know.
What? I'm going to war out there. I'm going to war out there.
You're sucked in too.
That would be slurped in. Okay, the next big click energy topic.
Forced. All right.
Yep. Cam Newton has set the world on fire because he started calling people out on game managers versus game changers. And of course I did a poll. I said, would you rather have a game manager or a game changer as your quarterback? And 80% of the people said game changer.
Changer.
Yes. I don't know. If you got good defense.
That backfired. What is he? This guy, everybody's coming to his defense. Oh, he was an MVP. It's like, dude, this guy has been parading around on his podcast. People are like, you better put some respect on his name. He can say whatever he wants. Like, so you can't call him out for being what he was while he's calling other players out for doing what they're doing right now. I don't get it. Like, yes, we can talk about Cam Newton. We can talk trash about Cam Newton. He's been on tape saying that there's too much complication at the line of scrimmage. You just need to play with feel and you need to get into rhythm and da-da-da-da. So everybody else who's doing their job on that play, just F you, I'm going to feel the game and do what I want. Like, that's why people don't like you, dude. Like, that's why people are coming after you. Like, game manager executes the plan like it's supposed to be executed. I don't know. What is your thought? I'm going Kirk Herbstreit on it.
Yeah, you've been reading too much Herbstreit.
Dude, I'll be honest with you. Hadn't thought twice about it, guy. Didn't even know.
Well, there you go. Now you know. Cam Newton giving quarterback advice for some reason.
Hey,
his forward quarterbacks he named were Goff, Purdy, Tua, and Dak Prescott.
Oh, okay. Now you're trying to drag me in too, because
no, he said Dak Prescott. He said
he's
a game manager and not a game.
So
changer.
he's giving them props, or he's bashing.
He's
them?
calling them game managers.
I don't. Is that an insult or is that supposed to be a compliment?
He was saying it was an insult because they don't change they're not winning because of them.
So that's my point. So he's meaning it as an insult. So that's why you're mad because he went all Brock Purdy on you.
No, I'm mad because
and now you're trying to drag me in because he put Dak in that situation.
No, I'm mad at him because he calls, he's saying game changers. Those are the ones that matter. It's like, when?
Well, all right.
When?
Dude,
when did Cam Newton being a game changer win anything?
I'll be honest with you. There's nothing that he says that I'm going to worry about. I really don't care.
Somebody said, why is he dressed like the Nutcracker? You should have seen his
Now that stuff I will, dude, post a picture of what he looks like, and I will get a crack out of it, because that last post that we had of him a few shows back, he looks like a spider was coming out of his whatever he was wearing, scarf. I don't know, man. He's got mad style for sure.
Yep.
Unique.
Okay.
Anyway.
Last big click energy. I thought this was hysterical. You remember somebody posted this and it said, I always love watching Rudolph this time of year. The claymation Rudolph, the original with the snowman. And he said, because it always reminds me that Comet was a Bills fan whenever he's coaching up the reindeer, because he's got the whistle and the red and the blue hat on.
That's right.
I thought that was incredible. I was like, what a comment. That is phenomenal. So Comet, noted Bills fan, right?
Love it.
All right. That's it. Anything else? We wrote some other stuff, but it's not important.
Let's get to
NFL's going. Yeah. NFL's going to Brazil. Belichick done. Al Michaels out. There you go.
I'd be interested to see who they put there.
What, in Brazil?
Yeah. I mean, they've had to done a poll or some type of, research to see what teams are most popular in Brazil. It's probably honestly the Patriots, just because they'd won so much. Maybe the Chiefs now. I don't know, but
would it be the team that loses the Super Bowl a lot? Maybe the Bills. All the all the T-shirts.
I don't know.
Maybe. Where do those T-shirts get sent?
Not to Brazil.
Oh, okay. That was way off. Okay. We've got Thursday night game. We've got, unfortunately, well, we say unfortunately, but I'm going to watch the game, so it doesn't matter. Las Vegas is hosting the Chargers. Go Chargers, go. Injuries: Justin Herbert, IR. Devontae Adams, questionable. Josh Jacobs, questionable. Keenan Allen is out. Donald Parham, questionable. Easton Stick and Aiden O'Connell, baby. Hey.
Who is it?
Easton Stick.
North Dakota State, right?
Yeah, North Dakota State.
Oh. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Yep. So,
dude, it's going to be the battle of the best moves.
North Dakota State has put in
the best move
quarterbacks.
Both teams moved cities. Oakland to Las Vegas.
Oh, yes.
San Diego to LA. So which move was better?
Oh, so this is a how do you move game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you move, I move. Just like that.
Just like that.
Yeah.
All right. Over under 34. Las Vegas. Las Vegas.
Exactly how it goes too.
It's like that
National Horse Day.
That reminds me of the video where that chick fell off when she was stomping the grapes.
Oh my god!
All right, I'm sharing the screen here. Hopefully, I don't get booted. Am I still here?
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's take a look at these dudes. Here we go. Here's your Thursday evening football onslaught, TEFO, primetime and I'm hot guys for week 15, right here on your screen. Man, that's rhyming again. Here I go, Dr. Seuss. You know it's Grinch season. Which I don't know if you're being serious or not. I told you like 3 episodes. All right. Is it Staley's last game? Who knows? Who cares, really? Nobody cares. They stink. So I'm sick of the Chargers. J-Vi, give us your primetime man down hot guy captain to watch out for.
I picked this guy before I even knew Keenan Allen was out, but now that I know Keenan Allen is out, I'm doubling down on him. And I played him some before. He got off to a rough start, but as of late, he's starting to catch his stride and figure it out a little bit. Quentin Johnson, 8,100 at the captain. So I know a lot of big guys are questionable, but it gives you the opportunity to play him if you want.
Mm-hmm. And we were referring to your DraftKings showdown on Thursday. So you pick 6 dudes. One of them has to be the captain, and they get more points. Points 1.5 times your normal and your flex. So we're referring to dudes that are going to go out, above and beyond. I don't know why I said out. I almost said out to the ball game. I'm not sure why. Okay. I'm going to give you the Raiders defense. I'm going back to it. I'm going back to the D. I've had my week off. I've had time to collect. The Raiders defense is legit, dude. They are legit. And they're trying to phase Eckler out. Keenan Allen's not playing. Herbert's not playing. The offense was terrible anyways. We think it's going to be any better with these jabronis? No offense. All due respect. But they held Minnesota to 3 points. And I don't see the Chargers doing anything more than what the Vikings did. So Raiders defense. Butch P.
Good lordy. All right. I'm going to stick with my gut, and I'm going to go with Austin Eckler.
That's not at all the price I put up there. I thought you meant Easton Stick, sticking with your gut, so I put the price for Easton Stick up there.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't know who the quarterback was.
Okay. Well, that worked out beautifully. Scratch that from the record. Eckler, I don't even know what his price is.
Oh. Since there is a stick, shoot, let's hey, I won't be a stick in the mud. I'll go with Eastern Stick.
Do it.
Hey, I'll switch it. Switcheroo. Let's get weird with this thing.
Yeah.
Sticky.
Come on, dude. Yes.
Little sticky situation after all that peppermint I've ate.
Yes.
You know, how you're stocking.
Oh. All right. Tex gave you Jacoby Myers as the captain because Belichick, this will be his Belichick got fired game. So he's going to try to show. I almost put on their revenge game for when they played the Raiders last year, and then I realized that he plays there every home game now. I don't know why.
Belichick got fired?
Well, he's going to, apparently, after the season.
Oh, is he just going to, resign?
Apparently, they had a talk after the London or Germany game or something that he was going to be done.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's going to the Chargers.
Somebody said the Raiders, and I'm like, why would the Raiders do that? They just
maybe he wants Jimmy G that bad.
Could be. Dylon gave you Josh Palmer because it's a revenge game against his own injury. So there you go.
Revenge
the over-under's 34, and we have 3 wide receivers and a quarterback up there. You got to this is what I'm talking about. Love it. Okay. Now we move from Thursday night into one of our favorite things on the planet, which is a Saturday 3-game slate. And I was so close to winning one of these last year, dude.
I thought it was roast nuts.
It's roast nuts 3-game football Saturday snowplow slate. Patent pending. I'm sure NFL memes will steal that or something. Anyway, so you got Cincinnati, Minnesota, Indianapolis and Pittsburgh, Detroit and Denver is the nightcap. I think are they all on NFL Network?
Yes.
Okay.
First 2 games are backups against backups.
Yes, they are. I was just getting ready to mention that.
And the showdown's backup versus backup.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. They're still going to be fun to watch. Over-unders are not enticing here. As you can see, Cincinnati's favored, Indy's favored, Detroit's favored somehow. I don't know how. I don't trust that at all. But I just wanted to put some headlines on the thing.
No. Yeah, they're at home.
Yeah, they're home. About certain DraftKings questions. So again, you've got 4 backup quarterbacks, and then you've got Russ and Jared Goff. So from a quarterback perspective, I don't know who in the world is going to be the guy that'll be at top. I mean, freaking Will Levis was the one on Monday. So you got to keep your options open. But for the first game, will JJ and Jamar Chase be viable? Butch P, what do you think on that?
No.
You don't think?
No.
I think Chase has a shot.
I know they're both questionable, right?
That I don't know.
Hey, there he is. Tex. His mic's probably muted. They're both injured. Jake Browning can obviously support Jamar Chase, but I don't know. And is Chase Brown going to be Barry Sanders again?
I'm just still trying to figure out where, is Jaron Hall that bad?
For the Vikings?
They drafted him this year, and the Vikings are now on their 3rd guy they're starting, if you don't count the 3 plays that he played when he started.
But they went and got, they went to pursue Nick Mullins, and he was on the IR for half the year. So, I don't know. But that's a good point. Chase Brown, Barry Sanders, who knows? You might have to play him. I don't know. Is this a win-or-go-home game? I mean, the Bengals are 7-6. The Vikings are 7-6. Is this pretty much season on the line?
I don't think so.
Maybe not for the Vikings if they lose, just because.
See, I was going to say the other way.
The Lions are coming back. They're coming back down closer to the Packers and Minnesota. That's why I would say that.
I think the 2 hottest teams in the AFC right now are the Bengals and the Bills.
Of course you do.
But they're both
the Bills have won
8-9. 8 ranking.
One game. They beat the Chiefs one time, and now they're the hottest team in.
Well, the way they
played,
the way they played the last 3 games. I know they didn't win the Eagles game, but the way they played the last 3 games.
We've got a 2 Bills Drive insider now, so I don't know if he's got anything to say.
He can't even figure out how to work his mic.
He's still muted.
Keyboard warrior.
Yep. He's insert South Park meme.
Yes.
Yeah, insert South Park meme when they're playing World of Warcraft. That's Tex. When they kill him with the sword of 1,000 truths.
They haven't let me in yet. They have to vet you and make sure that you're
Oh my God.
not going to come in there and cause trouble, which I don't want to do. I just want to go in there and tell them, hey, come on the show.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, they're not liking the receiver situation. They don't like the play calling that Brady's got with Diggs. This game is a big game on the message
Diggs
board.
had 11 targets last game.
I'm just saying that he had 11
And
targets.
4 drops.
But the claim is Joe Brady's using too many screen and swing passes for him and not letting him utilize his route running skills, which is his strength.
They don't know ball, though.
Okay.
Look, he'd have good numbers if he'd stop dropping the ball.
Oh.
Well, not just that, but like Brady's trying to get him the ball. I mean, other teams are running coverages to take Diggs away because he's our only receiver. I mean, Gabe Davis could run wide open, but he decides to jog beside the guy.
Yeah, all the Bills receivers were scumbags from Sunday. Do you remember?
Yep.
Yeah.
Scumbag. Yes, I remember.
Scumbag.
I'm a Gabe Davis believer. Like, I think that he has, whenever he has the opportunity, he makes the most of it. I just don't think he gets the looks.
I think you haven't watched every Bills game the last 3 years either.
I know on DraftKings I pick him because he's like that middle of the road.
I don't know.
And he never ever pans out. Ever.
He also led the league in drops last year.
He's a
Yeah,
Kadarius
but
Toney of 2022.
The year before that is the reason everybody loved Gabe Davis because he ran. What's his
Because he had
face
one
out.
good game.
Yeah, right.
Against
He
the
had
Chiefs.
multiple.
All right. Indianapolis, Pittsburgh. The only question I really had was who's going to be more chalk, Zach Moss or Jalen Warren in your 3-game slate? People have been playing the wheels off of Zach Moss. I mean,
Wow.
Indianapolis has Pittman and Downs, and I don't know what to do on the Pittsburgh side of the ball, but you know somebody's going to be from there. So, Deontay, who knows? And is this a either way the Bills win game because both these teams are 7-6, right?
Yeah, I'd rather have Pittsburgh win this game.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think they'll lose more down the stretch than Indy will. Indy has a very easy schedule down the stretch.
Mm-hmm. So you need Pittsburgh to beat Indy.
That's what I would pick, yes. If I had to choose.
Okay. Detroit and Denver, can Goff actually remember how to throw a football, and which running back are you going to play from Detroit that will ultimately not be the right running back to play from Detroit?
They both had the same numbers last week, though, rushing wise. They both had like 18 carries for like 65 yards.
Gibbs got the touchdown, didn't he?
Yeah. But I mean, I would bet that Monty gets, 8 out of 10 times Monty's getting that ball. That was one of the 2 times that Gibbs gets it. I mean, they had the same numbers. I'd pick
Valid
Monty
point.
again.
Valid point. People love to play Gibbs because he's just so flashy.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's a quick look at the games coming up. There's 10 of them. What were you going to say about the Panthers before we? You said you had something to say
I took a break from Buffalo Sports Talk Radio today when I was on my way home, and I just decided to, I'm going home to Charlotte. Let's hear what Charlotte Sports Talk Radio is talking about. So I flipped it over to Charlotte Sports Talk Radio. The hot take that I heard in the first 5 minutes that I was listening to it, the Panthers would have 9 more wins if Andy Dalton was playing quarterback.
That's hot right there. That's a hot
That means
take.
the Panthers would be 10-3.
That's hot.
No chance.
That's the hottest take that I've heard in a long time.
Dude, that's hot pocket in the microwave for an extra 30 seconds hot.
That was like the first 5 minutes I was listening to it, and I was like, I might have to listen to this more often. That was gold. Shout out
Text,
to that guy who thinks Andy Dalton's getting the Panthers 9 more wins.
Text, look at the board here. What's a hot take that's hotter than that? You're on the spot. You're supposed to be Mr. Two Bills Drive. You're getting vetted right now. We're vetting you for Two Bills Drive.
Hey, we posted a hot take. We posted a hot take this week.
Oh, we did.
Kansas
That was a
City
good
might
one.
have a quarterback controversy because
Mm-hmm.
the wide receivers are what I said. Does Kelsey throw a better ball than Mahomes?
I've got a similar hot take.
Tony can't catch a pass from Mahomes, but he caught Kelsey's for a touchdown.
Yes.
Would the Giants have won 6 more games if Tommy DeVito was quarterback since the beginning of the year?
I like that one. We gotta clip it. Clip it. Somebody
Hot
compared
take.
him to Tom Brady, and I thought Dayball was gonna come unglued. He's played 3 games. Oh, okay. Most of these games have pretty good implications. I mean, there's a lot on the line here. All right. Here are the games we like. Quickly, let's go through these. Tex, since you're in and you got the hot take machine cranked up, go ahead.
Hey, I'm hoping to see the New York Giants continue to blow through opponents and ruin playoff hopes and dreams this weekend.
I agree.
They would be all up in the middle. They're like on the fringe of the hunt right now. They'd be all up in the middle of it if they won this game. All up in the middle of it.
They're still alive, right?
Oh yeah. They're if they win this game, they would literally be all up in the middle of that hunt. All up in the middle of it.
Cuisine versus cuisine.
Oh, yeah. Knees deep in
Mardi Gras versus Jersey Shore.
Dude, big games, man. Green Bay. Oh yeah, that's AK's. All right. Anyway.
That's a huge storyline though. That if he goes in there and wins a 4th game in a row, incredible. And they're like, New Orleans is not good right now. They are not.
No.
I am playing Kamara. He's my sneaky banger running back.
Yes, sneaky banger.
Has been all year. Flying under the radar. Yeah, dude.
What about Taysom Hill? Is he playing this week?
I don't know. I didn't play him. I got hurt so bad by him last week I didn't even look at him. He hurt me bad.
I love the first injury report of the week for teams came out today, and Tex already made his lineup.
He
used to be Mr. Injury Report guy.
I know. I stopped looking at it because it didn't matter, and then all of a sudden, last week it did. Injuries are real.
Weather's not though.
Weather's
okay,
not.
Butch, you've put this game on here on the dock about 7 times. So
hey, you're welcome.
Actually, I want to save this. No. Let me go next because J-Vi is going to do what he always does and say the Niners game is a trap game for the 10th week in a row.
It is, though. It's a trap game.
It is. It's actually a real trap game this week.
No, it's not.
This is
for real
a trap game. They play the Ravens next week.
Hey,
we're
about to find out if the Niners are Fugazi or not.
The San Fugazi.
The San Fugazi.
49. Okay, I'm giving you Green Bay and Tampa Bay over under 41.5. Green Bay favored by 3.5 because I am done forgetting. I'm making my proclamation right now that Tampa Bay cannot and has not been able to stop anybody from torching them all year long. Period. Desmond Ridder did it last week, and Green Bay.
Wait. The first game of the season they did. They held the Vikings to 17.
Okay, the Vikings just scored 3 points against the Raiders.
Dang.
Raiders got a good D, though.
Totally different team, though. That was a total different Vikings team, though.
It was.
Literally.
I mean, Cowboys fans are going to be the first to say that teams at the beginning of the year were much different than the end now because they got blown out by the Niners, and now it's not the same team. So you're the first to say it's a different team, Cowboys fans. But yes.
What do you mean?
Green Bay, Tampa Bay, Battle of the Bays. Right? Tampa Bay can't stop the pass. Making a mental note right now. Can't stop the pass. You'll see that in a second. Okay, J-Vi, go ahead.
My game of the week is Arizona versus San Fran. Over under 47.5. Spread 13.5. I would hammer the Cardinals. 13's a lot for San Fran on the road.
Oh, yeah.
But San Fran struggles with mobile quarterbacks. I mean, they do. It's just a fact. They got beat by Josh Dobbs.
What? No, they didn't. That was the Cowboys.
You're right. Anyway. Trap game of the week. Getting ahead of myself. But this is a trap game because they do play the Ravens next week on Christmas. So
into the bird gauntlet.
And the Ravens. Plus, this is a division game. Teams always struggle in division games. Just remember. Hammer Kyler Murray will probably be cheap too, so then you could get Debo and Ayuk.
Okay. All right, Butch, go.
All right. Game I like is obviously up in Buffalo. The Cowboys are on the road. We're going to see if they can win on the road. J-Vi is certain that they can't play in weather, but as he knows, Josh Allen cannot play in weather as well. So
you're also right about that.
That's true. Bengals game last year.
Are getting all the calls. You could see that is evident in the Kansas City game. They got all those calls, and they were on the road, so it's going to be much worse. They're going to get many more calls in Buffalo, and Taylor Swift has got her eye on JA now after that win.
Ooh.
There's a little controversy there. Look back at him. Hey.
Ooh.
And this is a revenge game for the Bills for all the shellackings we gave them in the early 90s.
Yeah, like we did to y'all Thanksgiving a couple years back.
Oh, yeah, like we did to you.
Spicy, folks. Everybody watching on Rumble, just know J-Vi's a Bills fan. Texan Butch P, Cowboys. Let me set the stage. Texan Butch P, Cowboys. Go.
Let me say this because I'm getting sick and tired of you guys telling me that the Bills get all the calls.
They do, though. It's true.
Most
they got
penalized
it last week.
teams.
Hey,
most penalized teams in the league.
Did you not see the end of the game last
Buffalo
week?
Bills, number 1.
That's not
Seattle,
because you're not getting calls. It's
because
you're not disciplined.
Cowboys,
it's
number
a circus
3.
Up there. Mickey Mouse organization.
You're right. We get all the calls against us.
You're getting sick and tired. I got to sit up here and listen to you say it's a trap game every week for the Niners.
It is. They just hadn't been trapped yet, except for the 3 times they were.
They're in the playoffs.
Hey,
different season. I'm going Cowboys fan.
Do you sit your players now that you're in?
No, because we got to get the 1 seed. Road's going through San Francisco, Santa Clara.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the game.
Let's end it with this. Let's end it with this.
Oh.
Josh Allen, 2 Bills drive, fresh off the press, 1 hour ago. Josh Allen, news conference, says the key to winning the game, Bills Mafia has to show up and be loud. We feed off their energy, and they're going to have a huge influence in this game. We all know that Bills Mafia peaked in 2021. Not looking good for the Bills already.
Hey.
All right, next one. Let's go.
Let's do it. Who's up? I think that was it.
All right, here we go. Guys, you're going to want for your DraftKings. Take a peek in these guys' directions. Here's the list. Some people didn't follow the rules, as is tradition. It's supposed to be for the Sunday slate. Never mind. Okay, J-Vi, go. And try not to say trap game for the Niners.
I won't, because I don't have the Niners picked. But I stayed a little higher this week. There's some good value down there, but I just want to stay higher because there's nobody hotter right now in the league.
That's a Creed thing.
DraftKings. So I'm going to keep riding him. DJ Moore, 6,900. Justin Fields, the only person he can complete a pass to. They run the ball with him. I mean, he's hot right now.
He's like a Debo.
Yep.
My second guy, 6,100, is the only Chief that can catch a pass right now. And Casey's addicted to passing, so he's the only option other than Kelsey who is looking at retirement. Rashee Rice.
Unless Kelsey throws the ball to Tony.
Yes, you're right. Maybe they'll put more of that in, so beware of that. But Rashee Rice, he's had like 8 catches the last 3 games. My last guy, and this is solely because he's got his quarterback back, his brother, Zach Wilson, got a lot of confidence. You're not going to put Garrett Wilson at 5,900 that low and me not play him.
Do it.
I think the Jets can beat the Dolphins.
There he goes, folks. His Bills hat's on right now. His Bills hat's on. The Dolphins lost last night, and now he's trying to get some more mojo so the Bills can win the division. Don't let him fool you. Don't let him fool you. All right, Butch P, talk about your running backs.
Dude, I'm gonna go on the flip side of old Stafford and go with Kyren Williams. He is hotter than hot. This guy is probably the hottest running back on the planet. He's hotter than Hansel.
So hot.
From Zoolander.
Ooh.
So hot right now.
Mm.
I like it. Okay. Here's your quarterbacks. Now, everybody and their mother on DFS Twitter has been talking about play Kyler Murray, and so is J-Vi. No. You play the other guy who's actually an MVP candidate and should be the front runner because somehow Dak Prescott has a QBR of 9. Dak Prescott has a QBR of 98 against the Eagles at home, yet Brock Purdy has a QBR of 148 in Philly, and somehow Dak Prescott jumps him. Play Purdy. I don't even know what I wrote down there. It doesn't matter. Play Jordan Love at 6,200 because Tampa Bay can't stop anything through the air. And then Stafford. And I'm not saying because I'm a known Stafford hater or troll, whatever you want to call me, he's going to go off, but he may go off because he's been on fire lately. He has been on fire. Tex, give us your defenses.
I'm liking the Kansas City defense because they got something to prove this week. Going to have to absolutely go out there and ball out because the offense for Kansas City is in shambles. They can't line up correctly. They got to do all these trick plays to score against terrible teams. And it's just not – the other teams always get the call, always. And so, they got to rely on their D. I think they're going to come out big this week. Huge.
Kansas City's fighting for their playoff lives, dude.
They are.
Denver's
they lose
one
this
game back.
Denver wins.
Nobody's
Kansas
going to
City
play better defense
schedule.
than the Kansas City Chiefs. Believe me, they're going to play huge.
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 On the road against Zappy, does that worry you?
No.
Hey,
And
revenge
then,
game in that game.
For who?
Juju.
Oh, yes. Oh, we forgot to do your revenge list.
Oh, we got it. We're good.
All right.
And then Saturday, Detroit. I think that they're going to get the best of Russ. He's on the downward spiral.
Getting rusty.
Yep, getting rusty. Getting old.
Folks, don't listen to this man. He's played Detroit like the last 3 weeks. He's just going to keep playing him until he's right. He come on here and tell you.
Eventually, the acorns grow into an oak tree.
Cost me $1 million.
Get enough of them.
He did.
Hey, I won. I played that free
or
NBA
they could
one,
get ate by deer.
and I won. I won the free NBA one. Finished top 200.
Woo!
Along with like 900 other people. We all played the same rosters. I won $1.
Nice.
Tex was the in-season tournament champion on DraftKings.
Oh yeah. Here we go.
Did you see the Lakers are going to hang a banner? In-season tournament champs.
That was.
Did they win?
Yeah.
Yes, respect, dude. You got to respect hanging the banner.
No.
Hey, who's the GOAT? MJ or who has more in-season tournament rings?
Hey, they're the first team to win 3 different NBA championships. A regular one, a bubble one, and an in-season one.
Wow, and he led him to all 3. I mean, come on now. Wow. Okay, Dylon gave you Hawkinson because he's an absolute homer and Minnesota fan and cannot help himself as he's bought into his 4th quarterback for the Vikings. That's not what he said, but that's what I said. And he gave you David Njoku because David Njoku and Joe Flacco have combined their powers to create in Flacco, which sounds like a Pokemon or a Dragon Ball Z character. So, whatever. All right, Sunday Night Football. I don't really. Baltimore, Jacksonville. 43.5 over under. That seems low. Baltimore's favored by 3.5. Baltimore are frauds as far as I'm concerned. They're going to be looking ahead to the Niners, but Jacksonville also frauds, so it doesn't matter. Thoughts?
Is Trevor Lawrence healthy and playing?
Should be. Is this a pass the torch game?
I don't love the Jags without Kurt.
True. You know, the first report when I saw he was injured, somebody said he had a tore his testicle.
Oh, I heard it was a core injury, not a horse injury.
I mean, roast nuts roasting on an open fire. I hope it's not your testicles go up into your lower abdomen.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what's more core than a testicle?
They start in your throat.
They can.
Then they drop.
Oh my goodness. All right. Yeah, Baltimore, I don't know. Does that have any implications for the Bills?
Not really. Both those teams will probably win their division.
Okay. All right. That's the football preview. Now we have one more segment. Let's get after it. Do we have our theme music? How dare yous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's go.
How dare you? How dare you?
How dare me? How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you, sir? You're gross. How dare you?
Dare yous. And we talk a little college football. This segment's brought to you by Really Neat Outfitters. Promo code GOAT. Spend $60, get free shipping and 10% off your order at checkout. Go buy the big third down hat. It's in our Twitter profile. Shout out to everybody watching on Rumble. We got quite a few people watching over there, so hop in the comments as we go through this nonsense we're about to cover. Now, usually we do college football here. I do have the bowl sheet picked up if we want to do that. And pick those. Or do we just want to go through these games that we've got listed here?
I think all you guys want to talk about one game, so
yes. I'm gonna bring it back up because I want to get into this more. This is phenomenal. There's nothing better than one of our two teams playing when our two teams play each other. So let's put it back up there. Go.
I mean, you guys go ahead.
Boom.
You're the ones that
Go
picked
ahead.
it.
Don't sleep on them. Text and Butch P. Look at that.
Don't sleep on us. Or
Dude, I'll go.
not.
I'll go. I normally go last, but that's fine. Hey, I'll take the
Give it
show
to
from
'em.
here.
Let's go.
Dallas is going into Buffalo. We are bringing that horse. All right, riding
National
in
Horse
like
Day.
Cowboys. National Horse Day going into Buffalo. We're gonna round
Save
up
a
some
horse.
bison. Okay,
About to circle
ride
the
a
bison.
cowboy. Hey, you're welcome. Look, I don't even understand Bills Mafia and all that. You think you're going to feast on the Cowboys, but you have no tables. They're all broken.
That's a good point. Can't be a feast if you don't have a table. You're just gonna eat with your hands?
Yeah.
We Aboriginals?
Do you eat wings with knife and fork?
It depends.
Boneless.
You eat
Step in
boneless
here.
wing.
Let me moderate this. Okay. What are the Cowboys' strength? What's their strength on offense?
Everything.
Okay. What's the strength on
Powerful.
defense for the Bills?
Everything.
Nothing.
Getting calls.
Yes.
Oh.
Heyo.
Wait.
Is there
The refs.
the Bills are going to be wearing their vertical red, white, and blue jerseys?
Oh yeah. It's
Hang on,
awesome.
let me change this right here. The Buffalo Bills and the referees versus the Dallas Cowboys and the refs. Here we go. Let's make it right. And
It's not going to
the
update it
refs.
on the actual slide that's on the show.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Who's going to play better? Josh Allen, Dak Prescott. Is that a wash? That's what we'll do. We'll go right
That's
down.
a wash.
Who's-
They're the same. They're the same player. They're the same player.
Hey, that leading MVP candidates.
True.
Yep, it's true.
They're
Josh,
the same
This
player.
the MVP. Is this an MVP game?
It could be.
Ooh, could
Is this
be.
like
Who
gonna
wins
be their
MVP?
Heisman game?
Hey.
Their MVP game?
this
Hey,
is now turned
it's
into the
that.
back
It's
of the
the
track
soldier.
game.
It's,
for the
you know what
Niners.
this is? This is the Soldier Boy game.
Woo!
Who's cranking?
Wow.
Who's cranking that Heisman?
Yeah.
You. Okay, running backs. Who's got the advantage?
Bills.
No.
No chance. Rico? Uncle Rico's coming in town, bud. He's gonna throw that.
Hey,
He's gonna throw that ball over
Another
Niagara
sneaky
Falls.
banger. Another sneaky banger.
Who? Rico?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In a showdown, play him.
Okay, wide receivers advantage.
Top wide receiver, like as a whole.
Collectively.
I'll give it to the Cowboys.
Oh yeah.
for this year. I'd say
Yeah.
this year, CD's having a
Does that
better year
include the
than
tight end? I guess we
No,
have to say
tight end
pass-
is Bills.
I don't know. Ferguson's a points machine.
Ferguson.
Yeah, but
Over
Kincaid was
Kincaid?
drafted higher, so that gives him a point.
No, that means he's less.
No, means he's better.
All right.
He was drafted first.
Go straight.
offensive line.
Probably a wash.
Wash. Okay. Defensive line.
Oh, Bills. Yeah, 100% Bills. Across the board, you guys have one good pass rusher. We have 4.
Okay,
Linebackers.
I would.
Bills.
Dallas.
Bills run side to side.
DBs.
Sideline to
dude.
sideline.
DBs.
Dallas.
DBs, y'all have us because we have all backups in. Yeah, you can have that one.
Ooh, this is the one. Special teams, kickers and punters.
Oh, Bills.
Bills have a better punter.
I was waiting.
We're not going to talk about T-Bass like that.
Hey,
You
Aubrey.
do it.
Come on, dude. He can hit it.
T-Bass is good from 71. Over
Okay.
the upright.
Yeah, 2 yards behind the field goal post.
J-Vi,
right.
who wins this game and why?
The Bills win this game because the Cowboys are 3-9 in games that are below 40 degrees in the past few years. So, when that sun goes down, I keep wanting to call it the Ralph, but Highmark Stadium, it gets chilly.
It
And
does.
football is a dish best served cold.
Woo!
Go Bills.
Woo! Tex, who wins this game?
Dallas 3 scores.
Oh. You
Actually,
think they're going to go into Buffalo?
2 scores because the refs are going to take away a touchdown or give a touchdown on a pass interference.
So you're saying this is it's over game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, write it down. Big board.
Mhm. It's over. Already.
Butch P, who wins this game?
When the sun goes down on my side of town, the Cowboys will come and stomp you around.
Mm. Now I asked this for them earlier. I'm making the sausage dip as we have an inside source on the Bills, so I have some interest. If the sausage dip then transfers and the Cowboys win, do I have to make sausage dip for the Cowboys games from here on out to save their season?
What? No. I'm gonna just say no.
You're
It's
saying the
just the end
sausage
of-
dip ends.
I'm with
It
Butch.
just ends. It just ends. Yeah.
I'm still going to make it probably, but not for the Bills. I'll do a different one. I'll add a different ingredient.
Jalapeno.
Okay. Some of the other games, don't sleep on them. Volleyball semifinals tomorrow night. Wisconsin versus Texas. Nebraska versus
Ooh.
Pittsburgh.
Ooh.
My wife played volleyball in college, so shout out. Just had to throw that in there. J-Vi.
I don't sleep on them game. D2 national title. Harding versus Colorado of the Mines. Both teams undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
The only
Legacy game.
playoff right now with both teams undefeated, going for the national championship.
I will raise you that game of that dog is a Division III championship, SUNY Cortland versus North Central. Mm-hmm.
Beauty.
One of my old boss went to SUNY Cortland, so he's fired up.
Interesting.
Dog game.
Dog game, U of Albany versus South Dakota State.
All-time
We've
mascot.
been told by our source in FBS, U Albany is the team that will give them the most trouble. And South Dakota State didn't play all that well last week.
All-time matchup for mascots. Jackrabbits versus the Great Danes.
Yes.
Incredible. Playoff model jump. North Dakota State losing their coach to USC at Montana. Please give us snow in this game.
I'm looking up the weather. I'm looking it up right now.
Get back to us on that, J-Vi.
My playoff model jump this week is the Celebration Bowl between Howard and Florida A&M.
Ooh, the Rattlers.
I think the winner of this game should play a big time game.
Let's go, baby. Do it.
Nope, no snow. It's gonna be really cold.
Dang
it. Hey, there's still hope. Weather changes.
Still early,
it's not
still early.
Still got time.
5% chance the whole week into next
we'll take
week.
that. So you're Dumb and Dumber meme. You're telling me there's a chance.
Hey, let a storm come down that valley.
Sioux Falls.
Hey, lake effect snow. You never know.
Yeah, mountain effect.
Yeah, mountain effect.
I think they're in Sioux Falls. Yeah, let me look here.
Trap game. Mine's Dallas and Buffalo, both of them. People are going to watch this game and be disgusted because they can't believe these two teams actually portray to be good. Okay, J-Vi, what's your trap game?
My trap game is San Fran and Arizona because people are going to watch this game and be disgusted. Both these teams think that they're good, and they're not very good.
I agree with that.
Garbage. Absolute garbage. Niners are the best team in the league. It's proved. And they're already the only ones who have clinched a playoff berth. Check the tape. All right.
Shout out App State, too. They play Saturday, so.
Let's go, baby.
3:30.
Cure Bowl. All right. So you saw the video before. We do How Dare Yous. Basically, we just How Dare something that annoys us throughout the week. Everybody watch it on Rumble. We appreciate it. Comment if you have a How Dare You. Got quite a few of you watching over there. Don't be afraid to chime in now. And those of you listening to the podcast, just yell a How Dare You into your screen. Okay. J-Vi, go.
My How Dare You this week is his name Tez Walker? Tex Walker. Tez Walker from UNC, the wide receiver who was ineligible at the beginning of the year, fought the NCAA to become eligible. His reasoning, I forget why he wasn't eligible, but his reasoning to become eligible was because he wanted to play a game in his home city in front of his family and friends for his college that he chose. His home city is Charlotte. So fast forward, he became eligible this season after that game, so didn't get to play that game in his home city. Played the whole season. Well, his North Carolina Tar Heels are in the Duke Mayo Bowl against West Virginia. That game is played in Charlotte, and Tez Walker has decided to opt out of the bowl game and not play. So has the chance to play at his home city in front of family and friends, is opting out not to. So how dare you? Like, why fight it? Why use that reasoning if you have the opportunity and don't do it? How dare you?
That's a big how dare you. Because it was all about playing the emotions. Everybody feels sorry for me. And it really wasn't about that at all. At all. So that's funny. Okay, my how dare you. And this is credit to J-Vi. He threw this one out there. I was going to how dare Cam Newton, but that would have led me on about a 10-minute rant about what a game manager and a game changer is coming from a guy who...
Which you just did it earlier in the show instead of now.
Yes. So now I basically had two how dare yous. And this is my second. And this is funny because how dare you, James Madison University, JMU, the darlings of the country, the we got game day, the we're undefeated, let us have a bowl game, we should be in the college football playoff, blah, 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 blah. Well, you lost the court case, made a big stink, the NCAA sucks, blah, 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 blah. And then you get a bowl game and 10 of your players are sitting out, which is the second most of all the teams in the country behind Texas A&M and Oregon State. How dare you for trying to get everybody on your side and then not playing for the love of the game? How dare you frauds, not to mention you're a big rival of App State, our team.
And
So how dare you, Jamie? Butch P, go ahead, because that's a picture of Mike Elko when he was playing football back in the day.
Dude, yeah, so I caught wind of Mike Elko, how he delivered the speech to his Duke players. Told everybody through email that he was going to Texas A&M. Talk about a bag of coal, man. Couldn't even bring them together and spill it. Have a catered dinner or something. Say, hey, I'm getting out of town. Not email. See you guys. I'm already
Couldn't
there.
even do a TikTok for him.
Couldn't even do a TikTok. It's old email. Bam. How
Send
dare
it
you.
over on a dinosaur.
Should have faxed it.
Yeah. All right, Tex.
Mine's was the what we mentioned earlier about the raising the banner for the in-season tournament. A storied franchise, the LA Lakers are claiming an in-season tournament banner to be hung. I mean, I don't know, man. How dare you? I don't know how I feel about that. But something made up doesn't mean anything. Don't know. How
The
dare you?
NBA is
I
ranting
love
and
it.
raving how much
Love it.
viewership they gain from it. They only
I
gain
don't know.
4%.
I don't
They
know.
only gained 4%.
4%.
My gosh.
And they're talking about
Oh.
how great it was, like how great the viewership was for it.
Oh,
It gained
God.
4%.
I think how dare them for those courts too. Those things are terrible.
Yes.
Oh gosh, dude.
Double
yeah.
that. That's a collective.
That
How
was
dare you?
terrible.
Those things are awful. They basically just stole the FCS fields and were like, we're going to put them on a basketball court. All right. That's it, I think. Ohtani's contract, just quickly, that was awesome. That is, if he doesn't have to pay taxes in California, it's going to be one of the greatest deals of all time. Bobby Bonilla's deal ends in 2035 or something, and Ohtani's begins in 2034. He
They got
deferred.
to come up with a day.
Yes. They should. October. It's got to be October. Ohtani, October Ohtani. Anyways, the other cool thing was Connor Bedard and Connor McDavid went at it last night, and Bedard is very good, by the way. That dude can play.
Sabres are getting smoked right now on TNT.
Rangers are phenomenal. Still one of the best teams in the league, if not the best team in the league. Both my teams are on top of the leagues, guys. Rangers, Niners.
Peak too soon.
Nope. Oh, that's another poll I did. Can you peak too soon? Can you peak twice in the NFL season?
No.
Is it possible? Or are you only allowed one peak?
There's only one peak.
That's what I thought, but people are saying you can peak more than once.
That's not peaking now.
Yeah, you can only have one peak, right?
Yes, the first one wouldn't. The first one you might think is a peak, but it ends up not being a peak if you peak twice.
Whichever one's the higher peak is the peak.
Right.
Because there's nothing above the peak.
Exactly.
There you go. So you can't peak twice, folks, on Twitter. That was a good conversation. That made me feel better.
You can have two peaks.
No.
It's Twin Peaks.
The restaurant?
Yeah, those are even
How dare
peaks.
you. Those are.
What is wings, Butch? Grow up.
Oh,
right.
I thought it was the beer.
Oh, yes. Okay. Standings in the Wodamaker. Our own, every week we do a Wodamaker main slate. Butch P's got 18. J-Vi's got 17. Tex has 14. Dylon has 11. I have 8. I've been at 8 for a long time, but not anymore. Saturday is when I turn it around. Calling it. Tomorrow is when I turn it around. Okay, that's it. Recommend our show to a friend, friend's friend, everybody. Thanks for riding along with us, everybody on Rumble, on YouTube, everybody that hopped in the comments, and if you're listening on the podcast, don't forget to follow us on YouTube and Rumble, the Millie Goats, Twitter, at Millie Goats down there on my screen. Instagram at the Millie Goats. Website and blog milliegoats.godaddysite.com. Apparel at www.reo.live. Go buy the Big Third Down hat. Subscribe, rate, leave a review. We would do the same for you. Go Niners, not a trap game.
Go Bills.